way to a waterfall. This vehicle is really loud. I don't know if you can hear me. It doesn't really inspire confidence. All right, guys, we just parked and we're at the base of the waterfall. It's about a 5-minute walk up here. It's just a nice little village. You can buy some food, some stuff in the shops, fruit, juice, whatever you want here. So we're just gonna walk up here for 5 minutes and get to the falls. This is called the Kuangsi Waterfall Park, and it's 20,000 kip for a ticket. So 20,000 is about $2 US. All right, we're just walking along a nice nature trail here with all these trees. And here's a sign that says, "Where would we be without trees? Forests are the lungs of the earth, and without them, none of us would be here. Trees remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, store it as wood fiber, and convert it into clean water and oxygen for us and other animals to breathe. Thank you so much, trees, for giving us oxygen. We love you. We need you so much." Let's see what this sign says. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. Current world population, 7, what is that, trillion or billion? I think it's billion, not trillion yet. Almost 7.3 billion people in the world. Okay, so it says, what will you do so your children and grandchildren have enough oxygen to breathe? Have you ever thought about that before? What will you do so your children and grandchildren have enough oxygen? Well, I'm going to eat all the other animals because they're taking all the oxygen. So, what do you think? Is that a good plan? Eat all the other species so that our species have enough oxygen. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if that's a good strategy, or if you would take a different strategy. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good strategy. If we want to save oxygen, eat the other animals who are using all the oxygen. Eat all the cows, all the pigs, all the chickens that are using all our oxygen. And that's a good way to help the trees. Hey guys, I found some bears. Look at that. Here's a sign that says, "Meet the bears, rescued and happy." Everyone knows that living wild in forests is the best life for Lao bears. I didn't know that. It says everyone knows. Well, I didn't know that. Sadly, poachers and wildlife traders ended the way of life for these bears forever. Luckily, their poachers were caught and these bears were freed from the horrible life or death their captors had in mind for them. Wow, look at these nice bears. They were saved, and now they're right here. I'll go try to get a better look. Wow, I found a bear trap. Look at this. Isn't that a scary looking thing? It says, if you don't want to spend 10 years in here, what makes you think bears do? Yeah, that's a good point. How would you like to live 10 years? You know why they live 10 years? Because it says, if you want to know how the bear feels when they're kept at the bear bile farm. Okay, do you know what a bile farm? I've never heard that, but these bears are caught and used for their bile. Do you know what bile is? Bile is the green liquid, the green fluid that's made in your gallbladder. Okay, it's to help digest food, right? But bile, bear bile, is a very valuable thing in Chinese medicine. Okay, so that the poachers, they harvest the bear's bile. I don't know how they do it. but they sell it to China for the use of Chinese medicine. So that's pretty bad. So that's why it says if you don't want to live 10 years, I guess the bear just lives in there for 10 years. And every now and then they somehow harvest the bear's bile. So that is terrible. I feel really sad for these bears, but these bears are rescued. So that's great. I'm very happy for these bears here. You know, I think it's nice if animals can live freely in just, you know, nice nature like this. See, here's another sign that says, the bear bile extraction is the biggest threat to Laos wild bears. Step up, meet some of our rescued bears, then you decide where bears belong. Yeah, that's crazy that they extract the bears for bile, eh? You wouldn't really think about that. You'd think they'd use the bear's teeth or the bear's fur or something, but yeah, that's crazy, the bear's bile. Check out this cool display here. All the different sizes of the bears around the world. Let's take a look. Okay, this little guy here is the sun bear. Okay, tiny little bear. And this one is the moon bear. Look at that. The moon bear is bigger than the sun bear. Shouldn't it be the other way around? The sun bear should be a lot bigger than the moon bear. But the moon bear is bigger than the sun bear. Okay, this one is the giant panda here. And this one's the sloth bear. Look at that. And this one's the Andean bear. Is that how you pronounce it? Andean? Look at that. This big one here is the American black bear. All right, wow. It's actually bigger than I thought. I think bigger than the Canadian black bears. This one's the brown bear. Wow, that's huge. And this one over here is the polar bear. All right, it looks like the polar bear is the biggest, but it's a pretty close. It's a toss-up between the brown bear and the polar bear. What about grizzly bear? I don't see any grizzly bears here. I wonder where the grizzly bear would stack up in this lineup. I don't think grizzly bears are as tall as polar bears, but yeah, I'm not sure. All right, it looks like we reached the first layer of the waterfall. Wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There are like different layers. You can see some more up there. We're gonna go to all the different layers, but look at the color of that water. That's beautiful. That reminds me of the lakes in Canada. Remember all the Canadian lakes we visited this summer? They were that sort of nice emerald green. All right, now we've reached the second layer. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Beautiful trees and sun. All right, it looks like we reached the next layer of the falls. Wow, this place is busy. A lot of people here. I'm gonna try to cross over here and get a nice shot of the falls over there. So, all right, let's dive in. Okay. I'll try not to slip on these rocks. Hope there's no deadly snakes in here. All right. Okay, we made it. Look at this. Gorgeous falls. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I found a slightly better angle. Look at that, those beautiful falls there. I don't know if this is the top layer or if there are more layers over there, but I'll keep walking along the path over there and see if we can find some more layers. But because there are so many people here, I think this might be the top layer, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm gonna take a picture from here, post it on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram already, just search for madenglishtv and you'll find some nice pictures of this waterfall. Wow, take a look at this tree on the other side of this bridge. Have you ever seen a tree like this before? Look at that. Wow. That's insane. Look at all those roots. Man, that's got to be one of the coolest trees. Let's see what it says. Mr. Boonmee's special tree. Wow, it's a special tree. Mr. Boonmee, the park manager, grew up in the Ban Tapin village. He has proudly cared for Kuangsi for many years. Wow, that's the guy who's taking care of this tree. Isn't that awesome? All right, I found another layer. I guess that wasn't the top layer, but this layer doesn't seem as dramatic as the last one. You know, the last one was really nice, but over there you can see a little waterfall too. So I'm just gonna keep walking up the path here and see if we can find more layers. Wow, look at this. I think we found the top. Isn't that amazing? Look at all those little layers. Man, the color of that water is just glorious. Beautiful falls there. Yeah, I think this might be the top layer. You can see some small layers hiding back there. Take a look at this sign. It says, "Do not swim this area." I love how "do not swim this" is one word, and then "area" is another word. Do not swim this area. Well, welcome to the Lao jungle. Isn't this awesome? Look at these tropical plants. I love these plants here. You know, I think these plants, I don't know what they're called, but these I think are my favorite kind of plant in the world. I just love these huge leaves. Just look how big those leaves are. You know, when I see these kinds of plants, it just makes me so relaxed. It makes me feel like I'm in a real tropical country, you know. Oh wow, we found it, guys. The top layer. Look at that. Isn't that majestic? That is so gorgeous. You know, I think this is one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever been to in my life. I mean, I've been to a lot of waterfalls, but the cool thing about these waterfalls is that they're just in layers, right? There's so many different layers, and that is really awesome. I guess every waterfall is a little bit different, you know. Niagara Falls this summer, that was so spectacular. Just the sheer volume of water cascading over the edge. That was just something else. But this is so beautiful too. And the color of this water reminds me a lot of Niagara Falls, remember? It was exactly this deep, just cool emerald color. Maybe the water at Niagara Falls is a little bit darker, a little bit deeper, that emeraldy color, but this is pretty close too. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me here at Kuangsi Waterfall. Just spectacular. Hope you enjoyed the view. Hope you enjoyed my pictures on Instagram. I probably posted like 10 pictures of these falls on Instagram. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.